The cello is said to be the closest instrument to the human voice. Now, after gathering dust for nearly 200 years, a cello owned by the wife of Governor Macquarie is once again making itself heard. Mrs Macquarie's cello, made in 1814, is now owned by the Museum of Sydney. Newly restored, it'll have a starring role at the Conservatorium of Music's Open Day this weekend. Jeff Sims went along for a sneak peek.
Mrs Mac did it, Daniel Yaden does it. What's more, he does it with hers. Just by doing so, he reaches back almost 2 centuries to when the colony was young and convicts were plentiful. Mrs Macquarie's cello was made in London by Thomas Kennedy, a poor man's latter-day Stradivari, and its provenance is better than many other instruments.
People just don't know who their previous owners were, even the most famous Stradivariuses, and so this is a really unique experience for me.
The Bach may have been lost on the students, but not the significance of the instrument's ownership. They were from Macquarie Fields High School after all. The cello has been given a new bridge, new strings and taken a bit of re-gluing, but it's pretty much original, even the varnish.
Mainly because it has acoustic properties. It actually affects the acoustic of the wood, the natural acoustic of the wood.
Mrs Macquarie, of course, is far better known for her chair than her cello, though the two may well have gone together. While sitting here taking in the view, she could have had the cello clamped tightly between her knees and made music for herself, her husband, the officers or any passing convicts.
The varnish has been rubbed away on various fabrics, probably Mrs Macquarie's dress.
So you're convinced it was she who played it and it was her leg that rubbed that on?
Absolutely.
This dress? Only a DNA test could tell. Jeff Sims, ABC News, Sydney.